All right, let me try to summarize for you guys. First, we're going to look at some pictures at the Vatican. Now, if you haven't, if you've probably seen these pictures before, but maybe you haven't put it all together. So this building here is called the Audience Hall. Paul the Sixth Audience Hall. This is the shape of the building. So from the side, it looks like the head of a snake. Now let's go to inside. I want to go back to that picture, but I want, so this is inside, like you're walking in. This is a massive audience hall. Does this not look like a snake, its eyes and its fangs going down? But that's not the only thing, because this small little area, this box right here, walking further in, this box right here, if you were allowed to walk through there, like the congregation can come in this area. Only like clergy members would go in the inner area. The inner area is where his throne room is. It's this whole section. Like this picture here is in through here. Like his throne room is literally inside of the mouth of a snake, right? So this is his throne room. That's this section right here if you're allowed to enter. If you were allowed, if you were holy enough to be in the mouth of the snake with the fucking Pope and his clown guards and the dudes in the black robes and purple sashes. And you got to be asking yourself, one, what am I trying to say, which I'm about to tell you, but two, why would you construct this? Obviously, obviously this is Lucifer, and obviously this is a bunch of mankind that's dead around him. Well, the only reason why you would have constructed this building, the only reason why you would have your attendance hall, like your largest attendance hall to speak to all your clergy or whatever, looking at a snake, is only if you fashion yourself to be a snake. And the reason why you would do that is because your organization dates all the way back to the story of the snake and Adam and Eve, meaning their organization dates all the way back to the first person or people that tricked the first husband and wife to defy God somehow when he was still here before he left. Because remember, very shortly after that, their offspring, one of them killed the other. So things went real bad real fast. Their organization dates all the way back to the beginning of mankind. Now, if you had a family and you were able to sustain your family just multiple generations, like let's say you know who your great grandparents are, or let's say you were able to sustain your family links for hundreds of years, the amount of wealth that you would accumulate just in a short couple of hundreds of years. Imagine if you could maintain whatever it is you got going on, whatever the fuck these people think they have going on, maintain that for multiple sets of 2,000 years. 2,000 years, 2,000 years, 2,000 years, 2,000 years, 2,000 years. What would you, how much wealth would you be able to amass and accumulate? I mean, up until the point that they built this in the 70s, up until the point where they're like so proud and prosperous and what would be the words? I mean, why would you build a cathedral in the 1970s and put a throne room in the mouth of a snake unless for some odd reason you were completely content? It's a fucked up way to think of it. content and happy and assured that being an absolute filthy lying rat bastard, being a snake was the way to. I mean, you can believe what I've said in the previous video, or the world could keep going down the path that these motherfuckers, from just talking to a few elites, are directing the world to go. It's basically, you got two choices. One, you could take a time, which would be multiple hours and be very difficult to do, to go through everything in my lifetime from just my one lifetime, not maintain bloodlines for, 10,000 years, 12,000 years, or 14,000 years, or however long it is known the Roman Catholic Church predates Rome. Like, they existed before the Roman Empire did. How long? Well, there's a good idea they existed all the way back, like they have their roots all the way back to the first dude that ever decided to be a snake, and they just wrote in the book that it was a snake. It wasn't actually like a group of guys or one dude that started their organization back then. So yeah, that shit. Like, obviously they got their shit together. Like, they professional snakes. Me, I spent like at least about 37 years of my life trying to figure things out. But I've known for, 5, close to 6 years now that I'm reincarnated Jesus Christ. Like, no one else would agree with me, and that's fine. But these guys, why does it say Paulo the Sixth? Why does it say Paulo the Sixth? Like, some of these guys' names will be like the 17th, the the like they know reincarnation is a fact as well. They just want to control the whole world and have everyone doing what they're saying so that one day maybe God will come down here and stop them. But then they've got enough bargaining chips and enough stuff in their pockets that they can try to strike some deal with the creator. And it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And that's why the two dates that I talked about in the last video are important. Last year, just that was the end of it all. It's just intention based. Whatever your intention was up until that date last year, your soul's locked in. And then you're given one more week, this week, 2 more days to just stop all wars. And that's obviously not going to happen in the next 30 whatever hours either. But at least you were given a chance. Word wasn't spread. No one knows about it. Maybe you'll find out after the fact, hindsight's always 2020, right? Or maybe you won't. Doesn't matter anymore because the lives of people to this organization haven't mattered for millenniums. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any wars. They have so much influence and they're in any country. There wouldn't be any wars if they're up to, obviously they're up to no good, or there wouldn't be any war. His throne room is in the mouth of a snake. God damn.